Hello everyone, Happy New Year! I'm finally able to post my first long form video in 2025. Oh, and if you are new here, my name is Kitsu and I am an immigrant to the US who is preparing to move back to India in about 2 years. This week I am going to count all the money I have spent in 2024 on my clay hobby. I will admit though that I'm a privileged person who has a 9 to 5 job to spend this money, plus a few hacks that got me many free items. I will go through them one by one and list these in my description below. However, this video itself is not sponsored by any of these. Let's start with the place I got free items through first. Almost 2 years into my immigrant life journey, when I was a student, I discovered cashback apps. All you need to do is upload the receipts of things you have bought and you get points which you can convert to free gift cards. I had student loans to pay and savings to build, so every penny counted, right? Even if the toilet paper from Amazon was more expensive than grocery stores, but if I was getting it for free, why not? Initially, I had thought it was just grocery receipts that counted, and thus these were not very high yield apps. But over the years, I have realized that they take more than grocery receipts. Gas stations, apparel, even restaurant. It is a few seconds job to click a picture to upload the receipts, and nowadays they sync with your emails as well. To keep things a little bit anonymous, I make sure I'm using a separate email for my purchases, and I do not upload any receipts that have my or my husband's name on them. And you can upload the same receipt to all of the apps for more points simultaneously. My husband has cribbed about it many a times. I'm wasting time collecting pennies, but when I sat down and did the math, I have gotten free Amazon gift cards from them totaling over $100 per year. I do not coupon, but I am an avid receipt uploader. There are people who are worried about privacy, and I understand that. However, given we have Google Home in our house and are sending our data to the big players regularly, I have kind of given up on privacy. So the four apps I use are Fetch, Receipt Hog, Receipt Pal, and Coin Out. I have my referral links in the description below if you want to sign up with a few freebie points. I will say though that these are not going to make you rich overnight. I specifically use these for gift cards when I don't feel like spending my own money, like hobby things. Initially, I wanted to try out different artistic mediums to find the ones that I like. Luckily, the clay has stuck, so I will continue with it for now. The other thing that has immensely helped me, and you will see in a minute why I say this, is Amazon Wine. Most of you will not have heard of this, but Wine is an invite-only program by Amazon where you can order the specific items that are part of this program for less than their original value in exchange for a review. It is a bit complicated when it comes to pricing of these items. The idea is that these items count as your income and you have to report them on your tax forms every year. So while you can order the items for free from Amazon Mine, you still have to pay about 30% of their original price to IRS, the tax department of the USA. That means you are kind of getting the items at a 70% discount. There are a few items such as food, beauty, and health products that are offered at $0 price. I cannot comment on what the rationale behind it is, but since as an immigrant I cannot have another income, I have only ever got the items that are offered at $0 price. There were a lot of rhinestones, tattoos, glitters that were offered as beauty products, so I took advantage of that. If I were to pay actual price for them, would I have bought them at all? The answer is a certain no. In the recent months, they have stopped offering these items for $0, so I have not had much traction. I will, however, in the video later count total amount I got from Wine at $0 price point last year. I might do a separate video on Wine in the future, but this is just an overview. If you have questions about this program, I would recommend browsing Wine's Reddit community if you are curious about it. Third is the credit card points. I have various cards that I maximize points for. I would say this though, I am a credit card person and very frugal, so I make sure that I'm not spending money unnecessarily. Not everyone is a credit card person. I even got a separate card for higher reward points for utility bills. This is one hack that I will be using from now on in addition to the free gift cards. Mine can always be a hit or miss, especially that they are not giving $0 items that much anymore. Now that I have revealed my secrets, let's get into the actual numbers. I made this Excel sheet to track everything from the dates when I bought the items, the platform, to the payment methods. In here, if the payment method is GA card, that just means card from grocery apps. And I have a running total and a running total with only the money I spent from my pocket. I wanted to see how much I benefited from all these privileges I have. I started with the things I bought from Temu. I did try it out a few times because again I did not want to invest much money of my own as I was exploring. And I have realized that Amazon has same sellers as Temu charging higher prices. Do we trust Amazon more? I guess. Anyway, I used Temu for the basic tools and did use one grocery app card for one order. I also had a few gift cards from my wedding gifts that I used, so that helped quite a bit. Next up is Michael's. That was my only source for skull peas. Others were mostly Amazon and other small items from other various stores, and I did add about $100 for the things I might have missed. And I added it all under out of the pocket money. All in all, I spent about $313 for my hobby out of pocket. Total was about $1,500. If I count out everything I ordered from Wine that was non-essential, total came out to be about $570. Not a small amount of money, I would say. I obviously have not accounted for how much clay I have bought in total and how long it will last me as I do these various experiments. I believe it should last me for about 100 to 200 pairs depending upon what kind I make. Now that I have an account of the money, I will probably keep a close eye on how much I spend, especially because I have not converted this to a small business just yet. Were you surprised to find out I spent so much money on just the clay hobby last year? No clay tutorial in this video, but I'm hoping to start bringing more vlogs starting the next one. What are your goals regarding your art in the new year? Hope to see you soon again. Bye bye.